General Hospital spoilers reveal that Thursday, December 19th, will be filled with explosive confrontations, emotional revelations, and dramatic turns that leave Port Charles in turmoil. Carly's fury is unleashed as she confronts Jason in a heated argument that threatens to shatter their long-standing friendship. Carly's anger boils over when she discovers Jason's silence about Drew and Willow's indiscretion. Carly feels betrayed, arguing that Jason had no right to withhold such crucial information. Her outrage is palpable, and she comes close to physically lashing out at Jason. Jason, however, meets Carly's rage with his own frustration. He sharply questions what Carly would have done differently had she known earlier, knowing full well that her reaction would have been even more chaotic. Jason's decision to keep quiet was born out of a desire to maintain stability, but Carly's volatile nature makes her incapable of seeing his perspective. This confrontation underscores the tension in their relationship and sets the stage for further fallout. Carly's relentless need for control and Jason's unyielding stance make it clear that their friendship might not survive this storm. The emotional stakes are heightened as Carly's determination to expose the truth collides with Jason's efforts to shield those he cares about from unnecessary pain. Meanwhile, Jocelyn is consumed by grief and a thirst for vengeance. Her longing to see Dex one more time is a heartbreaking reminder of her loss, but she knows that wish will never be fulfilled. Dex's death has left a gaping hole in her life, and Jocelyn struggles to come to terms with the finality of it. Her grief morphs into determination as she vows to avenge his death, even if it means risking her own life. A critical clue emerges, pointing directly to Cyrus as the mastermind behind Dex's demise. This revelation ignites a fiery resolve in Jocelyn to take matters into her own hands, setting her on a dangerous path that could have dire consequences. Her single-minded pursuit of justice blinds her to the dangers ahead, as her plans for revenge grow increasingly reckless. Jocelyn's inner turmoil is juxtaposed with her outward resolve, showcasing her as a character driven by both deep sorrow and unrelenting purpose. As emotions run high across Port Charles, Drew takes a bold step in expressing his feelings to Willow. Drew's heartfelt confession of love is both sincere and unexpected. He tells Willow that his feelings are genuine and that he is ready to take responsibility for their complicated situation. Drew's sense of responsibility extends to proposing marriage should Willow and Michael's relationship ultimately unravel. However, Willow's response is firm. She insists that her marriage to Michael is worth fighting for, not just for their own sake, but for the children's stability. This poignant exchange reveals the deep emotional struggles both Drew and Willow are grappling with, as well as the complex web of relationships that bind them. Drew's vulnerability in baring his heart contrasts with Willow's resolve to hold her family together, creating a dynamic interplay of hope and heartache. Their conversation lingers, leaving both characters with unresolved feelings that are bound to resurface as events unfold. Ava, ever the voice of sharp intuition, advises Nina to come clean about her indiscretion with Drew. Ava's counsel comes from a place of understanding the damage secrets can cause. However, Nina remains steadfast in her decision to keep the secret, fearing the ripple effects it could have on Willow. Nina knows that revealing the truth would shatter her daughter's fragile peace and deepen the rift between them. This choice to remain silent highlights Nina's inner conflict, torn between self-preservation and her love for her daughter. Nina's turmoil is further compounded by Ava's insistence, creating a tense dynamic that underscores the high stakes of her decision. The weight of her secret becomes almost unbearable, as Nina's guilt and fear threaten to consume her. Elsewhere, Curtis finds himself in high spirits after securing a deal with Michael. This newfound alliance emboldens Curtis to set his sights on Drew, vowing to bring him down in a way that will leave him reeling. Curtis's determination hints at a darker side, one that's willing to go to extreme lengths to achieve his goals. This development raises the stakes, as Drew must now navigate not only his personal turmoil, but also the growing threats against him. Curtis's actions reveal a man driven by ambition and a thirst for power, willing to sacrifice morality for success. The tension between Curtis and Drew promises to erupt in a dramatic confrontation, with consequences that will ripple across Port Charles. Trina's encounter with Cameron adds a layer of poignancy to the unfolding drama. Their conversation is cut short when Jocelyn unexpectedly appears, her emotions spilling over at the sight of her former boyfriend. Jocelyn's tears reveal the depth of her pain and longing, but she restrains herself from crossing boundaries. Despite her impulse to embrace Cameron and share her struggles, Jocelyn reminds herself of their changed dynamic. Their bittersweet interaction underscores the lingering feelings and unresolved issues between them, adding emotional weight to an already intense storyline. The unspoken words between Jocelyn and Cameron create a powerful undercurrent of tension, leaving both characters yearning for what once was while grappling with their present realities. The tension escalates further as an attack looms on the horizon. The identity of the assailant remains a mystery, but all signs point to Cyrus as the orchestrator. The potential victims, Sunny, Michael, or even Dante, are left vulnerable to this looming threat. The uncertainty surrounding who will be harmed and to what extent heightens the suspense, leaving viewers on edge as they await the fallout from this violent act. The shadow of impending violence hangs heavily over Port Charles, casting a pall of fear and anticipation over its residents. As alliances are tested and enemies close in, the stakes have never been higher for those caught in the crossfire. As these storylines converge, the residents of Port Charles find themselves entangled in a web of secrets, betrayals, and emotional turmoil. Each character's decisions carry weighty consequences, shaping the trajectory of their lives and relationships. The explosive drama set to unfold on December 19th promises to leave a lasting impact, keeping fans eagerly anticipating what's next in General Hospital's ever-twisting narrative. The intertwining plots and deepening character arcs ensure that this day will be remembered as a pivotal moment in the lives of Port Charles's most beloved residents. With tensions at an all-time high, the ripple effects of these events are certain to resonate far beyond this dramatic day.